All right, so it's August now, and I thought I'd do a garden update. We have harvested, I don't know, 50, 60, 70 cucumbers, ton of tomatoes, ton of squash. It's been a really good year. We got some morning glory coming up that we did not plant, but it's kind of pretty. Um, yeah, once you get watermelons and pumpkins and stuff, it's kind of hard to keep on top of the weeds, but see if we have any squash in here. Not seeing off the top of my head, but big old squash plants. We've eaten quite a bit of that. Oh, look at that. So, those are watermelons. Those are cantaloupes. Got quite a few of them. We did harvest one cantaloupe already, but it was probably a few days early. It was okay. It wasn't usual. Super sweet. There's some more there. Green peppers coming in nice. Got a couple on the ground. Wonder if raccoons were getting in here. Oh, look at the okra. Okra. We've harvested quite a bit of that. And my wife's pretty much pickled all of it. Oh, something was back there. That's got to be raccoons. Dang raccoons. They love sweet corn. I got to put some more. They don't like vines and stuff, so maybe I'll put some more fencing on the perimeter there. I think this is a pumpkin plant. Nothing coming in there. So we got potatoes and beans over here, all looking pretty good. Our kale and greens did take some damage from bugs this year, and we eventually relented and sprayed some poison on them. And we've harvested quite a bit of that too, but yeah, it's still looking really good. We'll just come down and pluck some stuff for the chickens or for us, fry them up. So we got kale, collard greens, and forget what that other stuff is called. Come back to that. Yeah, everything's flowery. Random tomato. It happens. We compost everything, so our tunnel turned out really well. And this is where we've been harvesting all the cucumbers, big and small. I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube about people, I don't know, having stunted gardens and stuff. And oh, look at that cucumber. That's pretty big. Yeah, I don't know if they're just not watering right or what. They're making it sound like somebody is manipulating the seeds they got and all that kind of stuff. But we do save a lot of our seeds, so we don't typically buy a lot. But as you can see, we've got plenty of harvesting to do. It's been a pretty fruitful year. I haven't got to the main tomato garden yet. These are just kind of some varieties that my wife wanted to try this year. There's some beets and turnips in there too. We've harvested quite a few of them. Some green onions. This is pretty much all of our yellow and white onions over here. We got to pluck some of these. Once they drop down like that, pretty much the end of the season for them. The white ones are still looking pretty decent. But yeah, this this thing is just cool. She likes to grow these gourds. Some of them are definitely edible at a certain time, but it's just kind of decorative too. And as big as some of them are, this thing hasn't even budged. These cattle panels are really strong. Yeah, let's go take a look at the tomato garden now. So most of these tomatoes we will harvest for, I believe this is mainly just kind of salads and just eating with your fingers and stuff. So a bunch of cherry tomatoes, sweet 100s. Then we get into kind of the bigger ones where we slice for burgers and whatnot. And then over here we've got a lot of cannon tomatoes. So those will come in later. There's a few that she's harvested already. So yeah, some Roma tomatoes are great for canning. Or salsas, whatever. Ton of tomatoes. So we're going to be picking for a while here. And then my wife will be canning for a while too. Now, these are some other varieties we wanted to try a different approach with this rope and stuff. And we did plant these later. We have plucked some off of them, but they just got a really late start. So they're a little behind all the other plants. You gotta get down here and mow and weed again, it looks like. So, yeah, I mean, these are literally like a month behind, so we'll come back in a few weeks. We'll be harvesting from there, Roma tomato. But yeah, we're really happy with how the garden came out this year, despite we've had a pretty hot summer, and even more so, we've had a really dry summer. Just got some rain the last couple days. That's a cool pumpkin. Got some squash bugs on them. But it was probably only half an inch or so. But it was enough to fill up my rain catchment system, which is only about 850 gallons. But that'll last us quite some time watering the plants down here. And I've got it way up there on the back side of the garage. I actually have plumbing. I bury some PEX all the way down here. So we can either use the rural water, well water, or rain harvesting water. So yeah, that kind of wraps that up, but definitely going to have to address these raccoons. I think they might be getting in our apple tree again too. I wrapped that with a bunch of barbed wire, and last year it worked wonders. Only the deer were getting at them, but almost every day now there's apples on the ground with a little bite out of them. That usually means raccoons. So these fruit trees have been planted for years now. They look beautiful, but they just don't produce. Oh, look at that. You see that wasp nest in there? Don't see that too often, but I'm glad I saw it. I was about to free up this branch. Yeah, so we got a couple cherry trees, some peach trees, an apple tree in here. Really hoping to see something this year. Well, let's hope next year. Yeah, no fruit. Peach tree down there. So I'll take you over to the apple tree that does produce fruit. Every year it produces fruit. And it's definitely a well-established, mature apple tree. It's the biggest apple tree I've ever seen. And I believe the previous owners probably grafted a couple different varieties